Hi, just making sure I have audio. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you've been here before. It is lovely to see you, or well, I can't see you, but it's lovely to talk at you. Before I start any video, I really quickly just wanted to talk about my palm back there. She's not doing very good. Okay, well, she's doing really good. The problem is she's doing too good, and she is becoming a little too big for her pot and a little too heavy for her pot, and I actually keep finding her like tipped over in my room. I had to put a bunch of rocks in her to weigh her down. She's like ready to go outside, but it's winter and she's a palm tree. Just keep her in your thoughts, please. Today, we've hit a milestone in this little channel of ours. I have reached the number of 50 subscribers. Congratulations if you are part of that 50 subscribers. I'm telling you, you're on the road to something big. You are. We're all in it together. Okay, so in light of this, I actually wanted to make a video that really almost has nothing to do with it. And great. Actually, it does. What am I talking about, Shannon? It kind of has to do with it. Okay, but these are my 10 tips as to... Oh, they're not tips. 10 things I wish I knew before starting my YouTube channel. Most of these tips are kind of negative. It's nothing against you guys. It's nothing against anyone, really. I'm just really a lazy, simple person, and as much as it is my passion to just share everything with everyone that I can and really just connect with as many people as I can in this world, I don't like to put in work in the fine details. I really like to do things as simple as possible. I'm really lucky that I have Chaz, who has really kept me on board with this, because I tend to give up on things a lot. But I haven't yet, and I really don't plan to. So even though these are negative things, I still love my channel and I love all of you guys. So without further ado, everything I wish I knew before starting this crazy, strenuous journey. Yeah, anyways. My first thing I wish I knew before starting my channel was just how expensive everything is. Yeah. So I had a camera. I had a Canon SL1. In fact, I still have that Canon SL1 because I can't seem to sell it or get anyone to buy it. It's rough. That camera is great for taking photos. She has been all over the world with me and I love her, but she doesn't have autofocus or a viewfinder. So I was using my brother's camera for a little bit that had a viewfinder but didn't have autofocus. And I filmed like 6 videos on that. I filmed them and I was like, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna get Final Cut now and I'm gonna start editing them, and yeah. And I kind of like actually looked at the videos that I filmed, and they were all just like, yeah. So obviously I couldn't post that, right? So $700 later, I'm like, yeah, I got a camera. So once I got the camera, I was like, oh, I need a mic. So stupid me went and got this $30 mic on Amazon. Great deal, right? Can't go wrong. You can. The battery stopped working, so I had to get a new one, and this battery was like expensive. It was like as expensive as the mic. And then I got the battery, and I feel like I'm crooked. Am I crooked? I hope there's a way to fix that. Anyways, where were we? So I had a mental breakdown about my microphone stopping working. That was not the mental breakdown you saw in this video. That was the second time. So this time it stopped working. It actually didn't stop working, and it was just the on switch just didn't light up anymore, and it still doesn't. So I have absolutely no clue if it's actually recording anything or if it's not. So yeah, eventually I'm probably gonna have to go out and buy a new mic for my channel, but I've already spent enough money. Also, the money with Final Cut Pro, I don't really know exactly how much it is. I didn't really want to look, but it's expensive. So if you're gonna go into it, buy all this equipment, you better be happy about 50 subscribers. You better be grateful, because it's still hard. So another thing I really didn't know, which I really wish I did know, was that I hate video editing. I'm gonna be straight up. I hate it. I'm not detail oriented, and I normally only give things my 80%. Normally I will cut a video. It takes me like 6 hours to get a video down to like 5 minutes. And then I'm like, that's good. That's all I need to do. It's done. I don't need anything else. And then I like show it to Chaz and he's like, that's terrible. And I'm like, well, you do it. So then normally he does it. But yeah, I don't like video editing. So unless you are a crazy video editor and you're really into those little details and editing 1 second of a video for like 10 minutes to try to get that one little arrow to go in the right spot, I wouldn't invest the money. Next tip. I have to find it. I wrote them down here. Another one. So I bought my laptop. It's a MacBook. I bought it when I was like in grade 9, so like 4 years ago. And it was great. Perfect for school. I was like, I will never need another laptop. This is totally cool. And then I started filming tons of videos all the time and realized that it has no storage. So as of right now, I can only fit like 1 video on my computer and that's it. So every time I upload a video, I delete all of the previous footage and start again. And it's really frustrating because it just is. It's just really frustrating and it's really tedious, especially for someone that hates editing and videos and just technology as much as I do. Again, I love sharing my message with people, and for that I am willing to put in the work for it. Again, I know it's really negative, but I'm just trying to be really real. So the next tip, I don't know what number I'm on. There's the number. Winter is a terrible time to start. I know you really just want to get on it, and if it is winter, I say go for it, but just so you know, it is a lot harder to make videos in the winter because especially if you have a full-time job like me, I get home at like 6 and by 6 o'clock it is pitch black dark out, and when I go to work in the morning at 7 it is pitch black dark out and there is no filming gonna get done. Just none. Nothing is gonna get done. So yeah, just the minimal hours you have to record in the winter I find just make it so much harder. So pro tip right there. Another thing that makes video recording extremely difficult is good old acne. If you're a teenager that gets acne, or anyone that gets acne, much like myself, if you're filming a video and say you look back at the footage and you're like, oh, I want to add something to it, but it's been a week and you have new acne on your face. Right there. I know you see it. You can't just go back and film that video and look like it was the same night because now you've got this pimple that wasn't there before and everyone's gonna notice. I mean, I don't know if that's just me, but I tend to be like, oh, guess I can't film now. I have a pimple on my forehead, gonna do it next week. And then that just ends up with me getting like barely anything done and procrastinating a lot. So I don't know, just something I wish I knew. My next one is that it is actually extremely hard to stick to what you want to do, and it takes a lot of willpower to keep your videos on the theme that you are looking for and keeping them completely true to yourself and not just what the open media is posting. Sometimes I will post a video and be like, this is great, like this was just me, this one was so easy to film, so easy to edit, I totally connect with this, and your viewers don't. They just don't see it. This actually works. I'm just going to combine it with another tip that I have here, which is your social media is not always the place to start. Your social media is a great platform and a great way to elevate your platform, but initially, especially, you know, you're coming out of high school, most of the people that you're following are not really following you because they love your content. They're just following you because they know who you are and they know you. So they're not the kind of people necessarily that will want to see your videos. So even though, like, say you post a video on your story, you put it in your bio, someone's gonna look at it, but odds are they don't really connect with it. So even though they clicked it and viewed it, your watch time for that video is somewhere around like 30 seconds, and that doesn't really make you look that good on YouTube. So I've actually stopped posting my videos, or all of them at least, on social media, and I just leave it up to YouTube search and up to the browser to try to find me people that really want to see my content genuinely and don't feel like they're forced just because they saw it on their page. So yeah, that kind of goes along with the other one that I was talking about. Little confusing media. If you're posting on your social media, you're gonna probably be more conservative with what you're posting because you already know that you're getting such a wide audience and you just have general fear of what people are gonna think, and you know these people, so odds are you probably care more what they think than if it's just some random people that have chosen to watch your video. I feel like someone that actually chose to watch my video, I just naturally resonate with them, and I don't feel nervous speaking in front of them or sharing my message with them because I know that they're here for a reason and they actually want to see. So it helps you stick to your true content a little more. Don't share on social media initially, and it's really hard to stick to what you want to do due to outside influences. keep a good focus of what your content is. Before you start your channel, really just know exactly what you want to be about, who you want to show to the world, and yeah, I don't know. I can't really give you a tip. I don't really know anything yet because I only have 50 subscribers, but oh well. Saying this, my last two are really tips, less than what I wish I knew, but more of tips that I want you to know if you're thinking of starting a channel, and now you'll just know this information a good 50 subscribers ahead of when I learned it. So you're welcome. So this one is super important, and I find I have gotten better at it just in the last week, and this is to hone in on every single idea that enters your head. I've got this journal, I always keep her with me, and I just write like little video ideas, and I give each idea 2 pages, and then I just add to it whenever something comes to mind. And make sure that that book is always with you, because creativity sparks at the most random times, and it comes and it goes super quick. So it's so beneficial to just hone in on it. Always write down anything that comes into your mind. That way, when it comes time to come up with a video, which if you're doing YouTube is like every week, which is a lot of content, you've just got all of them written down and you don't have to leave anything up to memory, which I find is just really hard because I have a terrible memory. I don't know if that's relatable, but I do. The last thing I really did wish I know is actually a positive one, so this is good. What? No, I'm filming! This always happens. The other thing I really do wish I knew before starting my channel, because I probably would have done it a lot sooner, and that is that really you don't need a ton of subscribers or millions of people watching your content if you're doing you, if you are emitting yourself to the world. Because for me personally, yeah, 50 isn't a lot, but every single time I get one higher on that subscribe list, I am like, that is someone that genuinely wants to see my content, and that is someone that I have genuinely connected with, and I think that's beautiful. And every single subscribe is just so humbling and grounding, and just, it's unreal. I feel like I am finally doing what I've always wanted to do, and to know that I'm having an effect on even just those people, I think it's lovely. I actually I think every time I get a subscriber, I call Chaz and I'm like, oh my god, Chaz, guess what? And he's like, what? I got a subscriber. I got another subscriber. I'm going viral. And he's like, wow, good job. That's so great, Shannon. And I'm like, yeah, okay, okay, bye. And that's kind of how all of our conversations go. So yeah, that's a bunch of things. Like I said before, I just gave you a head start. Now, if you want to start your channel, you have now learned all these things. 50 subscribers ahead of me. That's crazy. That's crazy. You're welcome. Again, you're welcome. So, yeah, with all that said, let's make it up to 60. Let's do it. Let's get 10 more subscribers. That'd be so cool. If you're watching this, if you've made it to this point in the video, subscribe, my gal. Subscribe. You want to be here. You do want to be here. You know you do. Yeah. That's all for today. I have so much love for every single one of you, and I cannot wait to see you again next week. Bye.